So the landscape's changing loads. So there's been a massive boom in solar and storage in the last few years, really driven by a demand from a consumer perspective as prices have increased. So utility and prices of gas, electricity, they've dramatically increased. So that's created a massive demand that we haven't seen before. So as a result, we're seeing a lot of new entrants into the market, but especially the established market players really kind of getting scale and getting presence. So I think there's an awareness piece as well. And I think the way it's changing in the landscape is we're moving away from a more product transactional business model to kind of an expectation for more than just the products, but like a total product ecosystem. As people bring together heat pumps, EVs, solar and battery, they create a need for new services. So home energy management, things like that. And I think that combined with digitization of products, I think we'll see a massive shift. And I think another thing that's changing is also affordability. So traditionally, solar and storage has been seen as quite an expensive asset to put on your home or a building, but the availability of finance more available for consumers is really changing the landscape as a whole. And I think the last part about how that's impacting quality standards, I think the industry generally has been led by players in the market, so the companies, industry as a whole. And I think that's natural for quite a fast growth sector. And now government is coming along with associations and trade bodies to really bring in standards, policies and regulation which create a framework of governance. And I think we're in a good place, but there's a lot more work to be done. It's quite a developing market. So all of these changes that's happening in the landscape regarding finance, service and proposition is creating this need for new standards and quality. And that'll be really important to ensure you've got consumer confidence in those products and services. So I think there's many opportunities. Only 3% of UK homes have solar and storage. So the question is, why don't the other 97%? So there's a big opportunity there. I mentioned finance propositions. How do you break down that upfront cost barrier? So there's a big thing there about making solar and storage more accessible to a larger part of the demographics. And I think there's a role there with standards as well. So ensuring that you get quality of installation, and you've got bodies like the MCS who are really there to ensure high quality standards are being delivered. I think there are also opportunities with regards to these services. So we'll see utilities playing a stronger role in bringing new value to market. So virtual power plants, VPPs, are talked about a lot these days. That's a real great way of bringing a lot of capacity to the market, especially as electricity demand is going to increase significantly over the next decade, of making sure that solar and storage is really being able to secure energy demand and security for the UK. And I think the third one, would be availability of trained installers. So making sure that we have access to qualifications and bringing more electricians, especially qualified electricians, into the sector so that we've got secure jobs in the future and then creating that future employment in the UK. I think there's a great place for us as a nation to have that. And I think that's also a place where government and institutions can support that to bring more people into the sector. So always our customers, it's the most important thing for us. So we have all sorts of assumptions that we make. We spend as much time as possible validating those assumptions with our customers. What do they need and want? But it's a great opportunity at a trade fair to speak to our customers of all types and all areas of the supply chain and really understand what they want, what's coming next, and how can we help them. So definitely our customers. So massive benefit is awareness, and that accounts for everyone. So for us, the benefit is we get to speak to our customers, but also our suppliers. But our suppliers get to hear to customers and speak to each other. So I think that whole awareness piece where we can step out of our day-to-day and speak to everyone else in the industry, it's a great event.